Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Korver.
I mean, what are you going to do defensively? You can just rise up and bang down a 3-ball like that, and they get such separation with the height advantage.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, common wisdom among players is that it's better to be an unrestricted free agent than a restricted one. However, a recent study found that comparable players ended up making more money in restricted free agencies. Teams know they have to overpay to avoid a player's team matching that offer. Kevin?
Oh, some good examples from this offseason, Doris. Great job, thanks.
Yeah, the contracts given to Chandler Parsons and Gordon Hayward come to mind. I mean, both were able to command max salaries despite not yet being star caliber.
So for the Hawks, Scotty's checked in for Millsap, and it's Schroeder in for Jeff Teague. And then for Toronto, Patterson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Expected, rejected now.
Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer grew up around the game. His father coached high school and college basketball for 25 years, and Mike got into coaching pretty much immediately after graduating from college. Sounded like a guy who knew what he wanted to do.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hawes is checked in. Just 5 to shoot. The Hawks trail by 6. The dish now to Scott. Pass to Korver. Kicks it to Schroeder. Lets it go with a 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And Coach Budenholzer, two-sport athlete at Pomona, golf and basketball, also graduated with a triple major in politics, philosophy, and economics. It sounds just like you at Arizona.
Similar, only different. But, you know, shortly after college, Budenholzer actually took over as the video coordinator for the Spurs, and that's where his career took off. He ended up spending 19 seasons alongside Greg Popovich, winning 4 titles, and now here he is coaching the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if he can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
Elton Brand's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Williams, here we go. Offensive rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Schroeder. Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Scott.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense. You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post part.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Vasquez kicks to Hansbrough. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Hansbrough's got 6 points in the quarter. There's the lob to the hoop. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Hawks making a switch here. Payne's checked in. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Vasquez. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Lou Williams. Here's Schroeder. Off target from three-point range. Lowry kicks to Ross. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Buried it just in the nick of time.
He sure did. Right on cue. Man, was that major drama. He loves those situations, though.
Boy, that was big time. Knew exactly how much time he had left, squared up, and let it fly.
Here's Teague. So for Toronto right now, Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. And it's Ross in at the 3, the small forward. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Lowry. Atlanta with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. And he lays in the alley-oop.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Read each other so well, it's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Here is Korver after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The 3 from Korver.
He's been ice cold throughout the second half, really struggling to get a basket.
And it's DeRozan missing.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
It's stolen by Johnson. 3 on 3. The shot by Lowry, no good.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Toronto calls timeout.
Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Nagata has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Andrew Fields comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
The Hawks trail by 10.
And for Horford, able to scrap inside to overcome his lack of size defensively. His quickness is his biggest advantage. I mean, he's excellent at moving in space and defending the pick and roll.
There's the 3. And Kyle Korver hits from deep.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Let's talk about Horford's advantage. Advantages playing center. Certainly his offensive skill set among those advantages.
Yeah, and an excellent mid-range jump shooter and ball handler. He can face up. He can draw opposing bigs further out than they'd like. but he's also strong enough and quick enough to get past them and get to the rim.
And is back to the basket. Over 5. That'll be a turnover. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the foul called on Vasquez. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Picked by Horford. And here's Korver from the arc.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field. Not much production from him, and it's hurt his team.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Negator. Ross comes in for Landry Fields. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vasquez. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Hawks trail by 7. Carroll passes to Teague. There's the triple. Here's Millsap. The double clutch. And he sinks the layup.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
He was just enjoying the moment up there.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Count that one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
And that is good.
Terrence Ross.
17 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
You've got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back down to the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Teague with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Carroll kicks to Korver. Hawks passing it around. This one for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Deep 2 from Ross. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Up the floor. The 3 from Korver. An absolute bomb from three-point range. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Puts up the baby hook. And the basket by Johnson. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
The Raptors shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. And the 3 off target.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. And here is Teague. Millsap passes to Korver. Teague with a clean look. Now Ross off the mark. And so it's Toronto winning this one It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think